Fresh is the Thursday 10th May 2018 in the memory of the Makoko residents, as the day can be described as a dark one, following reports that the Lagos State Task Force and armed policemen invaded the community, unleashed violence on a church which resulted into death of 2, injuries of several, and destruction of properties. Meanwhile, civil society organizations have claimed that the case has been prolonged and it's time for the law to take its course. In view of this, a civil society organization, Center for Human and Socio-Economic Rights, have called a press conference to clamor for justice on behalf of the victims and residents involved. Speaking on a promise made and not kept by authorities to get to the roots of the matter, Comrade Alex Omotayinshe has this to say.
23rd of May 2018, the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations in Lagos State consists of CDHR, HURIDAC, ACRA, CWI, etc., in collaboration with the larger National Alliance Movement, INAMO, and also the large umbrella body of the cultural organization of Ilaje, Egbe Omolaje worldwide, staged a 5,000-man march from Allen Junction to the Government House, allows her to submit a petition to the governor and Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly on the sad situation. The governor letter was received by the Special Advisor on Civic Engagement, while the Speaker letter was received by the Majority Leader, Honorable Senator Agumbi Adeyesobi, who also promised that the House will look into our petition, set up a committee that will do justice to all the complaints in the petition, and ensure the deceased and all affected get justice. But till today, both the Governor Office and the Lagos House of Assembly never did anything. This is very shameful.
The comrade also stated the motive behind the press briefing.
We have visited the record section in the Ikeja and Lagos High Court. There's no record to show that the DPP is ready to prosecute these evildoers. All effort to get the file number from the DPP office had proved abortive. By this action and inaction, it shows that the DPP office has compromised.
The members of the civil organization expressed their disappointment towards the Ministry of Justice as the perpetrators of this crime have not been prosecuted.
The greatest disappointment is that the Ministry of Justice, through the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, could stoop so low by compromising in a case of this magnitude, as their so-called legal advice to prosecute someone who murdered 2 harmless innocent citizens in a broad daylight for manslaughter. And even up to today, they haven't been able to prosecute the perpetrators of this dastardly act. Why the trigger-happy policeman is still gallivanting and working freely because he must have gotten information from a reliable source that the DPP advice has watered down the case.
The activists stated their demands and also urged the courts to take necessary actions.
Based on the foregoing, the CHSR and other well-winning civil society organizations ably represented here today hereby demand that the Office of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Lagos State, should, as a matter of urgency, mandate the DPP to charge the matter to court of competent jurisdiction in the interest of justice, as to restore hope for the deceased and the wounded victim. Yes, we won't mind to defy the government order on my Omicron and stage another mass protest to barricade the Ministry of Justice.
It is the belief that justice delayed is justice denied. In order to avoid this, the residents of Makoko and the civil society organizations have demanded for justice for the soul of their lost loved ones. Ololade Oke, KAFTAN TV, Lagos.